Stay Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You see where to follow your boy at, man. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that. Y'all see the title of this one, man. Let's talk. We're talking URL Nexus car. This is part 2 of the Nexus series. And I listen, I like the Nexus series because I didn't want Nexus to turn out how light work was. URL, with all due respect, I didn't like URL light work battles. I didn't like them at all. You know, I love the band series, Born Legacy and all that. But this series here, fam, nah, I just wasn't feeling this. But the Nexus series, I do like. You know what I mean? But let's get into these battles, man. First battle of the night, we got Kutz versus Woosah. Now, I am not going to sit in front of this screen and lie to the battle rap community. I pick Kutz to win this battle. Kutz, in my opinion, who at the end of the year, when you start tallying up some of the best battles of 2024, you're going to see Kutz's name in there with Elijah Straight, right? Woosah now, it's interesting because I was in the spaces with Jay Black, my guy Fran, Smo, Lang, and the boss, and shout out to the executives and what they do and everything, right? So I was in there listening to them have a conversation. Now, when Woosah's name was mentioned, it was a conversation about this brother has not won a round on URL, right? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie also and say I'm well versed in Woosah battles. I have watched a couple of his battles before, right? I got to get more well-versed. In fact, I need to invite Woosah on my show, and let's build some type of rapport here, Woosah. You feel me? But we're going to say this off rip. Woosah won this battle. Okay? Let me be clear on that. Woosah won this battle. And I'm going to give Woosah props on this because underdog, number one, he was in the spaces defending himself. And shout out to Spills and shout out to, who else is in there? My guy Frank White, Doc, a bunch of those brothers in there. I rock all those young guys, man. Shout out to all those brothers, man. And they was in there defending Woosah. You feel me? To the point. One thing I like about battle rap and stuff is, yeah, you have some people might not be rocking with a certain battle rapper, but then you have people coming to the person's defense, right? So listen, man. Woosah won this battle, man. I got Woosah 2-1. I got Woosah running round 2. I thought Kutz, a couple slip-ups and everything through the battle, you know what I mean? I think he was clean a lot throughout these rounds and stuff. But I got to be honest, man, I thought Woosah won this battle, son. Like, this is a very, I may be able to use the word impressive win for Woosah. Under the circumstances, we could definitely say he won a round now. If people thought the brother didn't win a round before, he damn sure won a round tonight. All right, so yeah, man, this is a big win for Woosah. Now on the Kutz side of it, Kutz, respectfully, you should not be losing battles to me when you're the heavy favorite going to the battle. With all due respect to Woo and everything like this, so you know, take that for what it's worth. You know what I mean? But then also you can make the argument that Kutz's third round was the best round of the battle. You can't make that argument. All right, so off to that. Now, Swervo versus Lou Castro. This battle was alright. It was cool. You know what I mean? Lou Castro, here's the thing. I just saw you do call outs on Nexus and stuff, brother. You got to get some wins, Lou Castro. You have got to garnish some wins, brother. You were getting looks. Everybody keep talking about this Charlie Kirk's battle. And everybody talking about this 2-on-2 you did with Shine and stuff like that. And how, you know, we love your personality. Every time we talk about Lou Castro, those are the things that people always bring up in conversation. Lou Castro, you have got to win some battles, sir. Swervo. Dog, it's hard to understand Swervo to me in battle rap, bro. He's just a hard person to gauge and everything like that, fam. You feel me? We seen the you know, I'm not gonna go into the battle. You know what happened there, right? We're gonna leave that alone, right? Opening up Gnome and everything. We leave that alone. In this battle, I got Swerve winning first and third. In this battle, man. You know what I mean? I thought Lou Castro first told him I told you not to make it. He said, I thought Lou had jokes about Swerve's facial hair. He spoke about that. His voice projection I do like from Lou Castro, man. He had the Swerve flips, they were okay. Talked about Swerve always battling at martinis. He brought up martinis a lot throughout this battle, sprinkle martinis here and there throughout his rounds and stuff like that. Swerve's first round, the Mike Conley line was solid. The Arby's line was cool. The Surf JC pop locking line was cool. The Tyra Banks line, that was hard from Swervo. The B Cortez, but the Chris Brown line, that was hard too. I edged Swervo in the first round, man. Lou Castro line. I do like this line by Lou Castro. The Kamala Harris, I'll do all this misleading now. That was fire by Lou Castro. I'm going to keep it tall. But a lot of Martinis talk again. The Shuni Fettuccine. I did like that. Everything getting shot in the lobby. Jamie Foxx line was cool. It's quite stumble in the second round by Lou Castro. Second round by Swervo. Tommy Martin Lawrence bars. The waist training line was cool. The Hitman Averb making a Lou look bad. I like that line a lot from Swervo, man. The thing with Swervo, he has a lot of, what you want to say, creep on you bars. Some of the bars just creep up on you and stuff like that. Like, wow, that was kind of fire right there, right? Second round, I do got Lou in the second round. I got a 1-1 going into the third round. Third round, Lou Castro, Loose the Ace and Sheed, Little Man's, the Deadpool original Blade line. That's probably my favorite line from Lou Castro in the third. And he got back to the Swerve flips. And then Swerve's third round, you couldn't move the needle for him. That was dope. The Cole Martin Renaissance, but it was a drug reference and stuff. The Charlie Wilson line was cool also. Wasn't clean also, though, son. I'm going to keep it tall, but I got Swerve 1 and 3 on first watch, right? Battle was not that great. I got to be honest. It was all right. Next battle, Danny Myers versus Klutz. This is very interesting to me because hours before that battle, I was able to, you can check it on the channel right here. I was able to interview Danny Myers and Klutz separately, of course, and the conversation. See, and I was letting Danny Myers know that when I was in the spaces, a lot of people in there were saying that Danny Myers is not having one of his greatest years. If you listen to me and Danny's conversation, I kind of alluded that to him, and we kind of went back and forth. If you want to go about the Myverse battle, he lost. And things of that nature. What else? The Sharon battle. I was in New Orleans for that battle. The Elijah Strait battle, I thought it was debatable, but I had Danny beating Elijah Strait, right? I know he's about to battle Shuni, he battled Bowes. Danny, I think the thing with Danny's his schedule, bro. He's battling too much, bro. Battling a lot. I know people say, oh, 3, he's done this all his career. Okay, fine. But at some point, let's catch up to you, bro. At some point, it just does, right? Klutz. Spoke to Klutz. Klutz did acknowledge knowing that he was the underdog going into this battle. The bar guard was definitely the favorite going into this battle. I'm here to tell you tonight, right now, man. There was a point before Kings and all the other Texas and all these other guys, right? Even Eunice, for the degree. When the top 6 of that, Eunice, Hansel, or the Authentic, what's the brother from Georgia, Ease, and all those brothers. Klutz is my guy. But then a couple back after the Eunice battle, I'm like, all right, dog, you lost the Eunice and everything. He was talking real heavy. I remember having Eunice and Klutz on my show, having a back and forth, and Klutz is talking crazy. Klutz sometimes, he's very confident. That's a very confident young man, right? And both these brothers told me that they were not going to take it there and say certain things. You know, the obvious thing when people battle Klutz, Chilla Jones kind of opened the Pandora's box to this where people are going to start attacking, what Klutz has said about his deceased loved one, his kid's mom, right? Rest in peace to that lady, her soul and everything, right? So boom, people attack that. I know for Klutz, I've interviewed Klutz about this before. We had conversations about this, but I know it's gotta bother to a degree, man. You know what I mean? You're battling, yes, it's battle rap, and there's, if you want to say no holds barred, and I know some people will say, well, why? Like I asked Danny Myers, well, how did you have a conversation with Klutz where you're letting him know that you're not gonna go in that bag? Should you not? That's what I'm saying. I said to Danny, should you not say anything about that though? Should you keep that in a hush and just don't say nothing about it? Let him play mind games. Let him think that you're gonna go in that bag. In actuality, you're not gonna go in that bag, right? Danny Myers, when they were on the stage, Danny the Myers, shout out to Smack. Danny looked very anxious to battle. He didn't want no coin flip. He wanted to get to it, man. Danny talked about URL giving y'all legends and stuff. Drug talk from Danny. Off the lock car salesman line was cool. The Nintendo playing with them switches line. He had a parallel universe. The believability bar, that was crazy by Danny Myers. So for the most part, Danny had a solid first round, I thought, man. And then Klutz, the first joke, he said, use F.E. Hart. That was funny. And he has a dry sense of humor, too, right? The Mile High line was fire. The DNA A&D line, that was crazy. The Bar Guard line and talk. Solidified legendary talk. The Black February line, your way to the 30th, like that was crazy. That was crazy, man. And I just for the first round, Klutz rapped a tad bit longer in that first round, I thought, compared to Danny. I didn't clock it, but you could just tell the way he was rapping. Myers flips were solid by Klutz. I got Klutz getting round one, bro. I do, man. Round two, Danny. The first rebuttal Danny had didn't land to me, but the second rebuttal he had with the February line, that one hit to me. So he had two rebuttals. One of them hit, one of them The Klutz impersonation was funny. The SAT line was solid. The Nerd Games RPG line was all right. The Smack Era Cortez line, step on Klutz, but I slid on purpose. Talked about the Eunice angle and the approach that he took, the turds and everything. That whole angle that Klutz took against Eunice. Right? Danny, Klutz second round, the Yikes Forensics said the same thing. That was crazy. The parallel John line, the Death Row line. Klutz be saying a lot of things that be going over your head, and you be sitting there like, he'll let it breathe too and let you get it. It's funny though. It's almost like Klutz be saying a line, and he know that I'm gonna let this particular line breathe before I go to the next bar. And then you're like, oh shit, it just hit you like that, bam. He has a lot of those, bro. A lot, man. I'm not even doing these brothers no justice and stuff, man. I talked about the Eunice angle, like I said, I spoke about that already. He had a Danny Myers impersonation that was funny. I gotta be honest, I had Klutz 2-0 going into the third. And mind you, I have Danny Myers winning this battle going into this battle, bro. But I got Klutz 2-0. Round three, Danny. Danny has some dope jokes in his third round, man. They're gonna tell you who you should battle. He's kind of getting at URL almost in a sense, and like he's trying to school Klutz to where your career is gonna go if you don't do X, Y, and Z almost, right? The sleep paralysis line was fire. I thought this Danny's best round. I thought Danny's best round was his third round. And then round three, Klutz doing all them kids like Nickelodeon line. He had a parallel universe flip that was crazy, son. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Even Danny was in approval throughout this battle with the stuff Klutz was saying, son. I ain't gonna hold you, man. Then he says, yeah, I know I got a toddler, and when they come to him, I don't miss shit but his mama. That was in the third round, son. Orlando with a sweep Olajuwon line. Stop running from Father Time. I don't do pity rounds around these parts, man. We don't do pity rounds on PSA Reloaded. I gotta be honest, I got Klutz with a gentleman's 30. Not a body bag, gentleman's 30. Probably the second best battle of the night. And I gotta be honest, Klutz might be the MVP of the night, in my opinion, son. I gotta keep it tall. If I gotta give an MVP award to somebody tonight, it will be for Klutz. I'm just going for one person MVP award. I would give that to Klutz. I'm gonna keep it 100 though. I got Klutz as the MVP of Nexus, man. I think being the underdog, coming off a loss, a couple, his name, probably not buzzing like King, Tex, Jay Moore, like all these other brothers. They coming. They coming. Dollar Bill. These brothers are coming. You feel me? But I think this is an impressive win for Klutz. A very impressive win for Klutz, in my opinion, man. I think that brother was the MVP tonight. Shout out to Klutz. You know what I mean? Next battle, Jackboy Maine versus Arsenal. Here's the thing, man. I rock with Jackboy. Good dude. I think the thing with Jackboy at times, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, sometimes when he's rapping, I don't know if it's the enunciation, but in terms of who you hear clearer when they're rapping, in terms of who raps clearer, advantage Arsenal. Advantage Arsenal to me, because Jack sometimes I feel you don't catch everything he says on first watch almost. And it's just a voice projection probably. I'm looking at it more. And he's another one, sometimes you have to spin the block back and catch some of the stuff that Jack says. But one thing I like about Jack, where he's learned that he sells his material performance-wise, like his body language and the way he incorporates the body language with the raps is almost like he's selling the bar almost. Whether the bar is dope or not, he's still selling it, right? Round one, Jackboy, 3 Olay line was dope. The Donald Trump bar was dope. This is probably Jackboy's best round to me. It was his first round. Be the Great Raspberry line, basketball bars, the wordplay was solid. I thought this is Jackboy's best round, was his first round. Also his first round, he had a baby with a nigga, reasonable doubt, like the old Jigga. Bitches would never find a jury. They would never find it, like when John threw the jury thing. He's trying to say his chicks will not run for his jewelry because it's not fake. They gold diggers and stuff. They gold diggers that are running, get gold diggers, get double up. All right, cool. I like how Arsenal adds in battle rappers with a Tay-Rock line. We've heard that before in battle rap. You're saying all the battle rappers' names, whether they're there or not, on the card. And he did it a couple of times where he incorporated other battle rappers that was there and some that was not there in the building, right? He called out Chef Trez. Now, that's very interesting because it seems to me an Arsenal and Chef Trez battle is brewing or is on its way here somehow, right? The Kodak, Florida, Jackboy line. Now, Arsenal lives in Orlando, right? And it seemed like he had a lot of people from Orlando there to support him, bro. Because if you're going to go in the building, they was riding for Arsenal heavy, man. But I think that was Arsenal's entourage, because even Jackboy kind of alluded to that throughout the battle. And anytime he said a Florida bar, they was going crazy. They was going crazy. Right? He had to retire them rounds, the Michelin. Sometimes Arsenal have a line, it's like, bro. But I got Arsenal getting round one, man. Round two, Jackboy, McDonald's Sprite line, that was all right. The Rebel Ole Miss line, I thought that was tough. I like that line, Jackboy. The Rebel Ole Miss line, that was hard. That was hard. Also, the second round, the illest nigga in the room. It's your body language. He had a drug scheme that was tough by Arsenal. The Blood Diamonds line was cool. Ecstasy, I was pitching raw. I got Arsenal with a round. I got Arsenal with 2-0 going into the third round. So I ain't gonna hold you, man. Round three, Jackboy. The Diplomatic, I Really Mean It. Dipset had a song called I Really Mean It. The Immune Bar was cold. I'm So Blood Angle, that was all right. And then, like I said earlier about Arsenal in the third round, he does a rapper scheme. Early with that first round, he had a rapper scheme with all the battle rappers. And in this round, in the third round, there's a battle rapper scheme with all the participants that's on this Nexus card. So like, you know, and they had his pops come out, you know, and Kirk Franklin stomp line. I had Arsenal with a 30, son. With a gentleman's 30. Nobody bad. Gentleman's 30. My first watch. Main event, Av versus Chef Trez. This was probably battle of the night. Best back and forth tonight was definitely Av and Chef Trez. Battle of the night. Main event was battle of the night. Tricky battle. Tricky battle because I was in the spaces of yesterday and they were talking about Av. And they were kind of making it sound like Av, the level of competition Av battle this year with his Don Marino, Frozenberg. What's he battle? Was it Truffaut? Was it Truffaut this year in Chicago? Was that this year? Who else I'm missing? I missed somebody else to Av battle. It's not coming to me right now. Don Marino, he battled. That's Don Marino already. I was there for Rosenberg battle. Who did Av just battle, son? I forgot. Anyway, but so what they were trying to say that Chef Trez basically was gonna be Av's biggest competition this year, and I kind of agree with that because I don't have the name in front of me. And I apologize, y'all, but some of the names that they were saying, I was like, well, okay, that makes sense. I agree with that. I agree with that name. I agree with that name also. So this is where it gets dicey because this battle is close. Let me just say this off rip. If some people got Av winning the battle, I'm not mad. If you got Chef Trez winning, I'm not going to get mad, bruh. But this battle is very close, man. Round one, Chef, pardon me, Av's first, Chef Trez, pardon me. No, Av had the first round, pardon me. Hold on the side, the Paul Bearer's line. The hat, Blues Brothers line was cool. The Bim Brim, like a dad hat. The biggest hat you can find. The gritty one. The 6-piece, 3 of them things. The temperature dead ass. How you put temperature, Mr. Temperature check and dead ass. How you incorporate that in a rhyme scheme and everything like that. Solid round by Chef Trez. Round one, solid round by Av. Pardon me. Chef Trez now. The Gilbert Arenas line, that was hard. The 30 over the 40, he flipped that. The speakers line, the Trump trying to rap a Biden line, he rebutted the finger licking line. I thought Chef Trez got round one. I gave Chef Trez round one. I had 1-0 going to the second round. Second round, Av. Probably Av's best round. You can make the argument, it was his second round. The cater, the event, Chef, that was crazy. That cater, Chef, that was crazy by Av, yo. The communion line, just represent the blood. The strap to the back, to the hat, adjustable line. I thought Av turned up in the second round. Almost to the point where I felt like Av knew he was down 1-0 going to the second round. How much he turned up in this round. The Employee of the Month line was cool. Chef Trez second round now. He rebuttal the line for Arsenal. The spin on the shark line was cool. The shark attack, fin dirt line, that was crazy. Only category we can put him in, I like that also. I thought Chef Trez's second round was cool. I just thought Av's second round was way more consistent though. I thought he had lines that I liked a tad bit more, throughout the round, right? So I got it going into the third round. Yeah. Round 3, Av, dragging the culture, back to my brother like a double dragon poster. That double dragon poster line was crazy. The blood sport line was cool. The body plug like EKG. The quicksand pulled down her. Pop 3 of them things like Florida James Evans. That was fire by Av. That Florida James Evans line was hard. Chef said have a 2-year-old, and when I showed him you, he thought he was Baby Shark. The fruits on Av, like a Mexican, that was hard by Chef, man. The new Haslam line was cool. This is a debatable round, dogs. I don't think I'm gonna get it right or wrong on this. So I gotta I really gotta spin the block back. It's for the third round for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's for the third round. But on first watch, I got Av edging this battle. Edging. And once again, let me say this. before y'all try to kill me, if someone has Chef Trez winning this battle, I am not mad. I just got Av 2-1 edge. Okay? Meaning, if you have Chef Trez winning that third round, I'm not mad. You dig what I'm saying? If somebody says Chef Trez got a 30, I think you niggas is bugging out. I don't think that second round. I don't think Chef got that second round for me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But yeah, man, shout out URL, Nexus, man. It's your boy 3, man.